G'day, my name's Peter from Reclaimed Timber Furniture, and today I'm going to be walking you through the process that is clamping up a table or a bench top, okay? So what I have here is a job that I've got going at the moment, all right? And there's 3 pieces here, okay? Now what I need to do is clamp these together. Now, the way I do that is by using what's called biscuit, okay? Now these are a very common joinery item, all right? And what they do, okay, is they keep the timber nice and flush while the glue is actually going off. Now, this machine here is what's known as a biscuit machine. Now, what it has here is this base that you can adjust up and down, okay? Depending on the thickness of your timber, you want to get it pretty close to the center, all right? And what it does is, as you sit it on the edge, you switch it on and you push it in. It has a blade here which cuts a groove into the edge of the timber. All right, so you sit there, you've got that line to keep it nice. Cut like this, put a groove in here. Okay, now when I set out my bench tops, I like to keep my biscuits 300 or 400 millimeters apart. Okay, and normally from end to end, I'll keep them in about 100 millimeters. Okay, that keeps it pretty much nice and sturdy enough. Okay, so. Yeah, as I said, there's this blade here, okay? And of course I have some glue, PVA glue, which is a high quality PVA glue that is actually stronger than the material. So let's get biscuiting. Okay, so now we've done our biscuiting, we're ready to glue and clamp our bits of material together. Okay, as you can see here, I've got what are called sash clamps, okay, and they work on an adjustable lug here and a threaded lug here, okay, so it compresses it all nice and hard together. So as you can see, I'll turn this bit up here like this. Right, and I've got all my slots that my biscuit machine has done. There's my biscuits that sit inside. So what I'm going to do first though is the all important glue. All right, now I'm just going to trail this along the edge. So I'm just going to flatten that out a little bit like I did with the last one, nice and quickly. Okay, so now I've got glue on both edges here. Now I can just go ahead and insert all my biscuits along the line. Okay, it is a very simple process really, just joining these pieces together. Okay, very important, no doubt, but it is a lot simpler than the other parts. Okay, so now that I've glued, biscuited and clamped the top together, it's a really good idea to get rid of any excess glue. There will be a bit. So just scrape it off with a little scraper, and then you can just go over with a wet rag, okay? And that'll basically just neutralise the glue as it is a water-based product, okay? Now, as well as that, okay, you might be asking yourself, why has he put a clamp on the top and the bottom? Well, the reason for this is with the initial bottom clamps that I used, okay, what this is going to do is it's going to compress the timbers together like this, but it's going to make them fold up in the middle because the compression is coming from underneath. So the idea is we put clamps on the top as well, okay, and what that does is that counters that compression, okay? So it'll keep the middle boards going, it'll keep a nice even plane across the top of the table. Okay folks, we've glued, biscuited, clamped, we're going to leave it overnight in prep for the wide belt sander.